This is the Final Curriculum with Logan and Jim.
All right. Hello, everyone. It is Season 3, Episode 32 of the Final Curriculum.
Is that how we're going to do it? We're going to number the episodes based on episodes and not by, this is the second episode of the third semester of the second year of the show.
It's summer school, Episode 32, and this week is alternative country or alt country.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
So we have a special guest who I think she and I have very similar tastes in music, and I'm excited that she brought up this genre because I know some songs. I knew some of the songs on here, but there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. So why don't you introduce yourself to us and just talk a little bit about why alt country? Why did you want to introduce that to Logan?
Sure. I'm Christina Iwinski, and I'm Gen X. So this category of music is one that I used to listen to a lot starting in college and right after college and then all the way up to today. And it just had me in a chokehold because it was so different from, what I grew up listening to, which was essentially, I was kind of an old soul. I used to listen to the classic rock stations. So like, Steve Miller Band and, like Led Zeppelin, stuff like that was, popular with my parents' generation. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the 80s pop and stuff like that. And, Logan and for younger people, you've got to understand that before streaming, you basically listen to the radio and what they played. And it's funny because there's songs, when I hear them, I can recite every lyric. And it's like, how do I know that? It's because of the repetition of how often you would hear that. It seemed like the radio was always on wherever you went, in the car. And then once, I got older and you can listen to tapes and then CDs, you would just play the whole thing front to back. There'd be a few skips in that, but like, when I'm thinking of Sunvolt, like I said, the chokehold, I had my little CD holder in my car just filled with, every CD they had, and you just listen to it over and over again. So now with streaming, you can create a playlist of all the songs that you want to hear. And, I just wonder sometimes, like, that thing we have with music being such a collective thing, and we all know the lyrics and stuff. I'm sure that still happens, but you would hear songs that you don't even care about, like Poison or
all that hair band stuff.
Or whatever song. It's like, even though you didn't really like it, you just you know it because it was on. So
I don't think they don't listen like they used to. It's just not like with us. Listen to the whole album. We've talked this about many a times. They just don't listen to the whole album unless it's Taylor Swift or some huge something that came out.
I feel like it's different though now because there's more music now. Like back then there was if we're saying we started, the recorded music started coming around like 1920s maybe. We'll call it.
I have no idea.
So 1920s to whatever, 1980, that's 70 years. Now we've added on an additional 40 years of music that is just out there available, especially now being even more available than it ever was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, I've got a soft spot for radio, though. That's my background is in radio. Yeah. So I like a good radio, but it's just, I got to be honest, I don't listen to the radio a lot in the car, even though I like radio. It's just, why would I listen to mostly commercials when I could just pick whatever songs I want for nothing, you know?
Well,
or for something, so.
And also, too, today there's such a, various ways to get music. And so I think we have a lot more of it, which is a good thing, and you can find what you're looking for, what you like. So, there's, I don't even know how you would keep up with everything that's out there.
Yeah, even the radio, you're picking, am I listening to the country station? Am I listening to Light FM here in Chicago? Am I listening to Q101, which is going to be a little bit more? you're picking, and that's the way it was for us, though, in Mississippi, though, we only had pop and country. Like, I had two options. We didn't have,
Right.
and that's why in college, I've talked about this, I had a friend in Missouri who would bring mixtapes and introduced me to people they were never on the radio, and it's like, wow, this is great. So, all right, well, I'm excited you're here. Thank you and welcome. So we're going to get started.
Well, the first thing, you had given me a clip that you wanted to show.
Yeah. So I wanted to, there is Logan has a relationship with,
you can call it that.
Well, you did we reviewed the Cure's Disintegration album.
Yes.
So that was last year.
This is 2 years ago.
No, this is 2 years ago. Yeah,
I was a founding member of the podcast. Is it your introduction in a podcast?
It wasn't a podcast. I was just doing videos online, and Christina's husband Brian. What it would happen? Someone older would recommend an album for a younger person to listen to. Then that person would recommend an album from. And Brian listened to an album. I forgot who it was. I think it was the one Grace did, Lake Street Drive. Mm-hmm. And then Brian wanted Logan to listen to Tragically Hip.
Yes.
And it upset. And back then, right, Christina can say whatever she wants to say to you right now, but back then he just recorded his thing and that was it. So
there was no live.
He didn't
feedback.
have a chance. So
he
Christina,
didn't have a chance to rebut.
Yeah. So let's play the clip, Logan, right. And let's just see.
Okay, let me see if I can do this correctly here. Share. Okay, so you should be able to see my window.
And look
here.
how he looks like he's
and look at
12.
Look at this.
12 years old.
I don't know. You may not be able to hear it, Christina, but the viewing audience will.
Yeah.
Review of an older person's album. Some might say you're a younger person. How old are you?
I am 25.
12.
I will be 26. I'm old enough to have to think about how old I am. That's how
young
old
person. That's
Brian
quality
Owinski
graphic.
is the one who recommended we listen to a Tragically Hip album called Fully, Completely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, had you ever heard of Tragically Hip?
I have not. No, I can't. No, I have not.
So
it was pretty good. It was not what I was expecting. It was a little bit more soft and mellow than I had anticipated. I think I like a little bit more upbeat kind of things. It was a little too soft rock for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And that's really. I think we could stop that.
The
there.
fact that he said
let me get this down. No, we don't need to see that anymore.
The fact that he said soft and mellow and soft rock compared for Tragically Hip is just asinine.
Yeah, and apparently I've never met your husband, but he seems like he doesn't want to meet me very much.
He's passionate. Oh no. He's
yeah, but he works with my son, and my son kept saying that Logan said something that just got him going. So anyway,
I love that. That's hilarious.
But
that
I agree with
funny.
Brian. There has nothing. There's no soft rock. There's no quote soft and mellow anything with the Tragically Hip. So
well, okay.
All right, but now, so are you done now? Oh, just so you know, the whole playlist, actually, we're going to go over 6 songs. There is more in the playlist that's available on Spotify and on YouTube. We're not going to be reviewing a couple of songs. Christina gave a couple, like 2 songs for some of the group. So there's other songs by Sunvolt. There's another song by Nico Case. I'm trying to think of what else. Another song by Lord Huron. So
you can find those playlists at vinylcurriculum.carrd.co. You can also find us on YouTube and Spotify at Vinyl Curriculum, like Jim said.
Yep.
All those are ready to go.
So the first song is Uncle Tupelo. And fun fact, I'm from Tupelo, Mississippi. And there is no connection. I don't think.
Really?
It's weird. I've always wondered who Uncle Tupelo. Why Tupelo? Because they're from
They're
Illinois.
from Belleville, Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe.
I don't know. Tupelo's a tree. Tupelo gum tree.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. You
But
don't,
anyway.
you don't have an uncle that you called Tupelo?
No, but you know who was? Who else was from Tupelo?
Elvis Presley.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
What
ding.
else? And Elvis Presley, Jim Cowan.
Cowan.
I mean, right? We're
Actually,
dead
I was
even
born.
there.
Elvis was born in Tupelo and left. I was actually born in Aberdeen and moved to Tupelo. So
okay.
I'm not really from Tupelo, but I'm from the area.
You're from, yeah.
All right. So Uncle Tupelo, No Depression. We'll play a little bit of it. We're going to fade in for 15 seconds, Logan, and then we'll discuss it.
Okay. Well, normally when you fade in, you keep talking. So
is it going? 'Cause
I'll leave this world.
it's going.
that was terrible.
To heaven, I'm going there. Oh, fear the hearts of men are failing, for these are latter days we know. The Great Depression now is spreading. God's word declared it would be so. I'm going where there's no depression, to a better land that's free from care. I'll leave this world of toil and trouble. My home's in heaven, I'm going there.
I'm going to be honest. That was my mistake. That wasn't Logan's.
It's literally, what the heck? This is really irritating me. Yeehaw, cowboy. I love that.
That's right.
That was called-
Yeehaw.
That was called No Depression.
Yes. And that's the song I wanted to start with because, we talked about the Tragically Hip. I feel like, and it's funny because we went to see a concert this weekend. It was Freddie Jones Band, and it's like that instant you hear it, it's like that's 90s music. You can just hear it. So you can't talk about Uncle Tupelo, or you can't talk about Son Volt and Wilco without talking about Uncle Tupelo. It's like a big divorce. And which side are you on? But I feel like Uncle Tupelo kind of started the alt country Americana. And the reason I chose some of the songs I did, and I put 2 on there, is because you can see the progression between Son Volt and Wilco. Mm-hmm. And so, when we talk about country versus alt country versus Americana, it's kind of like a Venn diagram. You've got country, and then you've got alt country, and then in the middle is Americana. And I feel like Americana is more like the kids say, it's vibes. It's not really it's not really a genre per se. I mean, it is, but it's it's kind of like, so for example, you heard that song, Logan, and you were like, yeah, hee-haw, and it does sound very country. But it's got the roots, it's got the religion, it's got some bluegrass. You can hear the bluegrass twangy thing. It sounds very traditional, in that way. And then, that's kind of what Uncle Tupelo was. And so then when we talk about Son Volt and Wilco, you can hear how they've progressed from that and then, made it into something else. But that kind of starts the discussion of like, what is alt country?
Right. All right. So Logan, No Depression. We got to grade these things.
Yeah. So
be prepared.
I like that. The banjo, that's banjo right in there. Yeah. There's a little bit of banjo.
Yep.
See, this is one of those things where it's like, got to be in the right mood. Like, I don't know if you listen to this show, but there's very specific sections of my life where I listen to music, mowing the grass, in the car, and I don't know if I can be mowing to this. Like, this isn't mowing. This is like you're sitting.
I mowed to this last weekend.
I mowed to Pink Pony Club last weekend, but the point is, I feel like I need to be sitting by, like, in the desert by a fire, and I feel like that's a very specific situation, in which case I could visualize myself listening to the song, and so for that, I have to go B-.
Logan, for some reason, when he thinks of country, he thinks of country western because he's always out west.
That was very country western. I some of these songs, I feel like I'm sitting in a saloon on a
I
with a
don't
spittoon
I don't
over
hear
there
the
in the
western
corner.
part of it. It's just country.
I
Anyway.
don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, that was generous.
We can talk about Western because Lord Huron is definitely the Western part of country Western. Yeah.
One thing, now we did record episode 31 last week, and we did the Great American Songbook. So like Dean Martin,
yeah.
Doris Day, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And what I noticed was Logan is much nicer because he's looking at your face right now, and you pick these songs. And so he's not as cruel as he can be sometimes because so the grades I think are going to be a little bit higher this summer session because we have these.
Don't tempt me, Jim.
Don't hold
this is
back,
lower.
Logan. I'm vicious. Like I'm brutal. Like I will
Yeah.
tell you. Yeah. So you.
So
No, I mean, I don't know. In terms of like ranking types, like I would rank that above mumble rap.
Oh,
for me.
anything.
Like
I would
anything
rank
is above mumble rap.
spoken
I really
word
hate that.
above
I really
mumble
hate
rap.
that. But that's not lowest on, that's like probably top 5 genres. Granted, there's not a lot of genres that I like. So.
Yeah. So let me tell you what I read about Americana versus alt country, and then maybe this is just oversimplification. This talked about how Americana is a bigger umbrella that includes country, folk, blues, gospel, bluegrass, roots, singer-songwriter. And I feel that because I love singer-songwriter and people like Mindy Smith. And sometimes, is it country? Is it not? Roseanne Cash, not really country, but, and so you just kind of group it all. And then the alt country is like, it said usually means artists who take country or roots music and run with it through punk, indie, rock, college rock, anti-Nashville attitude is twangy but not polished. It often feels more ragged, skeptical, messy, or emotionally bent. So that's how this person was doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. I give it an A-, and I did not know though. I had heard of Uncle Tupelo, I had heard of Wilco, and I had heard of Sunvolt, but I did not know that they were from Uncle Tupelo. Like I didn't know the backstory.
And if you mention Wilco, you have to mention Sunvolt, and then it's just like required. So
right. Well, you said that you were listening to Sunvolt back in there, so you must have went that side. Like you said, it was a division, and people had to do.
I'm on Team Sunvolt just because I love Jay Farrar, but I do like Wilco. I've seen them. I've seen both many times in concert, and they're just so different now. And I think what you said about alt country and Americana, it's kind of like you take country, which is like the storytelling, the twangy, the steel guitar, the fiddle, and then with alt country, you kind of add that rock and roll ethos or and then it becomes, like you said, something of its own. And then Americana is just, I think it's a little more difficult to characterize, but it's like porn, you know it when you see it. Like, you can kind of tell. Like,
whoa.
That's the first time porn's ever been mentioned on this podcast.
And will be the last.
That's the definition. It's like I know it when I see it. And Americana is I know it when I hear it, but I can't really say
define it
for sure. Yeah. So I would say Americana equals punk and country together.
Yeah.
If it not necessarily the sounds, but the genre, the ethos behind it.
So I know we got to get to the next song, but so just so I'm understanding this correctly, Sunvolt and Wilco were together as Uncle Tupelo.
Yes.
And then some sort of disagreement happened. They broke up.
Yes.
And so then they started releasing songs separately. Okay.
But was it the group or was it just Jeff Tweedy and this other guy?
It was it was Jeff
What?
Tweedy and Jay Farrar, and they kind of took, I think Sunvolt had one of the members of.
Okay.
Yeah, so they kind of took, and it's a rift. I mean, there was some sort of disagreement or breakup, creative differences.
Well, you said you can see as they're going on their own, they're different now, and that's probably it. They probably one wanted to do one thing and one wanted to do the other thing. So,
and I think what are we going to listen to next?
So next is "Tear Stained Eye" by Sunvolt.
Okay, so when we hear this is, I mean, this could be a country song, it could be an alt country. It's got that it's more similar to Uncle Tupelo. So.
All right, here we go. You ready? Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
Walking down Main Street, getting to know the concrete, looking for a purpose from a neon sign. I would meet you anywhere, western sun meets the air. We'll hit the road, never looking behind. If learning is living, and the truth is a state of mind, you'll find it's better at the end of the line. Can you deny there's nothing greater, nothing more than the traveling hands of time? Saint Genevieve can hold back the water, but saints don't bother with a tear-stained eye.
I feel like I'm riding a horse on that song.
See, he always goes to out west.
No. But
I don't think.
like just how that was more so the sound.
Yeah.
That wasn't me visual. That was just like the sound made me think horse. You
Well,
know?
he's going to ramble on. I'm going to give it an A because I love it. That's the kind of stuff I like right there. And I'm going to throw this out there. It reminds me of early REM, and I have a song I want to play real quick. Let me play it real quick.
Okay. Well,
You just think about your grades because sometimes you take quite a while.
Oh yeah.
this is REM.
Early REM. So see, I mean,
That's
that's
a
what
good
it.
connection.
Yeah, and this is what, late 80s,
80s,
early mid,
yeah.
But
Don't
that's
go
what
back
I
to
hear. You know, they were
Rockville.
from Athens, Georgia, so
Yeah.
it wasn't country by any means, but
Right.
they had that sound. So anyway,
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I was listening to this in the car.
and you fell asleep.
No, I did not. But I just had it playing, and I was unaware of when the first song changed into the second song. So for that reason, I feel like I have to give it another B- because I felt it was part of the first song.
This is, Christina, this is where the frustration comes in.
Well, I see that. I can agree with that. The thing is, I guess the reason I picked that one after Uncle Tupelo is you can see the similarity. And Tear Stained Eye is, I would call that, I mean, you could change it a little and it could be a country song. I mean, if you
Yeah.
listen to the lyrics, it's got that storytelling. It's kind of sad. But I don't know if you heard, like, it's got that steel guitar that, like, it sounds very country, but this is something else because I forgot to mention that everybody hates on country, you know, like I like everything except country, you know, it's just,
Yeah.
and I think in a way this is cooler, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
or it's more palatable than country.
To some people,
Are
like,
you saying old country though, or are you because there's
I'm
new
thinking-
country?
Right. I'm thinking
A
like
lot of-
pop
Okay.
country, not like
I
Hank
see.
Williams, which I don't know. But I think in the
Yeah.
90s especially, everybody was like, oh, you know, country, ew.
Yeah.
But this sounded different to me. Like
Yeah.
it was something, you know, it kind of had that little twangy, but didn't,
no,
And so this is coming out, and this is what year? 90 what?
like probably 92-ish.
I didn't write that down.
Oh.
I remember listening to it in college, so it had to be between 92 and 96. It was
Yeah.
So-
definitely early 90s.
See, to me, in my head, this is way older than that. Like I don't know why, but you know, this is competing with Ice Ice Baby, so I don't know.
Stop it.
I mean,
But
Ice Ice
No.
Baby came out in 1990, and to me, this just sounds like something that would be older than that.
But it wasn't, because bands like Sunvolt and Uncle Tupelo were like below the radar.
Yeah.
So you would never hear them on the radio unless maybe you were listening to XRT, but even,
Yeah.
you know, it's very niche. And so
You're going to have to explain that word to him.
I know what niche means.
It's not something that you would hear in the mainstream. And that's another thing, too, is that back in the day, you kind of had to appeal to a certain, you had to be able to sell records and get on the radio. And so that's why, 90s music, I'm like, yeah, that's 90s music. But with this, they kind of stayed underground and independent. That's the whole alt part of alt country. So, yeah, that's another thing. So, yeah, I mean, it could be, it sounds like it's maybe from a different time, which, I guess that's what makes it timeless.
And you still have the indie thing going on now with indie pop or indie rock.
Yeah.
We've talked about that all night. Other people I think about when I think of alt from alt country was like Lyle Lovett and Katie Lang. Yes. But that's before this, right? They were the ones that started it because it was country. And, country, they would win like Grammys, but they weren't on the radio. No. And, and it was because people liked like the artists and stuff, and the people who were voting for it liked it, but the normal, like regular country people down in Mississippi weren't necessarily a big fan of Katie Lang, Right. But so they appreciated, it's almost like Beck. Beck always wins Grammys because of his people who know him, like what he does, they appreciate it, but he doesn't get widespread listeners because it's different. All right, well, good. The next one is Wilco, A Shot in the Arm. We're going to start. We got only 8 seconds, so we're going to start on this, and then we'll discuss it.
All right. Sounds good. Fun times. This is fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm loving it.
Always.
The ashtray says you were up all night when you went to bed with your darkest mind. Your pillow wet covered your eyes when you finally slept while the sun caught fire.
Anymore. I like that one. That was probably one of my favorites out of the group that we've listened to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
Well, and I picked that one because it shows the evolution. That's the thing about Wilco is every album is different. So when they released their first album, I believe it was called AM, it sounded very much like the Uncle Tupelo kind of thing. And then this one, I mean, the lyrics, like, I thought they were kind of country, like the ashtray says you were up all night. Like, that's a great lyric. And it kind of tells a story. But if you heard, like, it's got piano, it's got those effects, those guitar effects. It's kind of, it's very experimental, I think, and it's a far cry from Sun Volt or Uncle Tupelo.
I give it an A. I like it.
I think I'd give it a B. Which is half grade higher. I don't appreciate the disappointing luck. That kind of gave me.
I have my emotions and I cannot hide them.
That kind of gave me Beatles vibes, like right at the start there.
Okay.
I don't know. We're talking about vibes.
I can hear it. Yeah.
That was kind of that was kind of the first thing I thought when I heard that one. When I was listening to it, so
it's got that jangly drum thing going on,
and it's kind of like the multiple male voices, or whether that's an effect or whatever it is, but it's kind of sounds, bigger.
Now, does Jeff Tweedy live in Chicago? Like, because it seems like Wilco's very Chicago.
Yeah, he married a Chicago woman. Yeah, they're in Chicago. I love Jeff Tweedy. I love Wilco. One of the things I like about them is the evolution, like I said.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Logan, like some of these bands, they have some bangers, you know,
Yeah.
like it isn't all like country, like some of it is
Yeah.
rock and you can like really get down. So including Sunvolt and Wilco. So that's another thing. I was just picking the most kind of niche, alt country-ish just to compare. But Wilco is always reinventing themselves and it's kind of cool.
And sometimes that's it. Like, I love Patty Griffin. She's a singer-songwriter, kind of country, but not really. And the first 2 or 3 or 4 albums I just loved. And then she started going with this gospel old church, and I just don't like them. And we went to go see her that tour.
Okay.
And I was so disappointed because she played mostly, you know, from her new album, which people do.
Right.
But I just don't like that sound. And, you know, so sometimes your artist will go and they kind of leave you because you're not ready, you're not willing to go to that way.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
In the same vein, your friend Hardy, red dirt feet, flip flop feet in the door. He has evolved from more country to like hard yelling rock, like screamo, like that kind of stuff.
Weird.
Yeah. So that talk about falling off.
Yeah.
But
I saw Jeff Tweedy once. I was at a Bleachers concert, and you know they sing a song called "Margaret" with Lana Del Rey on the album, and he's like, I got to guess. And so we were at the Salt Shed, so, you know, everybody and their mother knew who Jeff Tweedy was. And then they actually recorded it, and Bleachers came out with a live, like, compilation album.
oh,
And it's that recording of that night. And it's the first time I've ever been at a concert that was recorded, you know.
and Wilco is the band name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because you just keep saying him versus they, so it's just. The band is located here, and the guy is Jeff Tweedy that was in Uncle Tupelo. Okay, see, I'm learning things.
But that's why I was asking
I'm paying
Christina, like,
attention.
did half the band go, or was it just these 2 guys?
Oh, yeah.
But it sounds like they did pull
I think
a
they
person
did.
or two.
I think the lineup has changed several times, and Jeff Tweedy does stuff solo. I think he did an album with Billy Bragg. So he.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he did, or
Yeah.
more than one maybe.
Yeah. So he does. He does a lot, and yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on now. We got our first female.
Oh,
Unlike Logan's friend Reed, who only listens to male people, and I question that. You know, he's that '90s Blink 182 kind of people.
you ever heard of a band called
Blink? He was calling it Blink.
I can spot you kind of million miles away. Buckle down, boots in a bloodshot gaze. You talk so sweet till the going gets tough. The last job you pulled was never big enough. Don't say you'll change after the next time. You wouldn't even be yourself if you were telling a lie. Maybe 20 years instead will change your mind. 'Cause I know where the cops hang out. I know where you'll be found. I know what you're all about. I know you'll never change now. I know my love was good enough. I know you would have shed.
see, to me, that doesn't even sound like the same genre. Like that to me is way less country western. Like I guess there's a little bit of twang in there, but it's just that is to me is way different than like the first No Depression song.
Well, just think about when you think about country or you think about rock. There's big.
Yeah, but this,
gaps.
I mean, you're talking about alt country. I feel like that's a subset of country,
But
right?
still, there's going to be a variety in it. So I disagree with you.
I'm just saying it's different. I'm not disagreeing with that. It's qualified as alt country, but I feel like those two, that first song to this song is vastly different.
Yeah.
So, Logan, I think what you're saying is like there's country and then there's alt country as a subgenre. To me, alt country is like to the side of country. It's,
okay.
it pulls some of it, but it's not all of it. That's Kathleen Edwards, and I would call that Americana.
Yeah.
Because and also then there's Gothic Americana if we want to get like granular, but that song is about her ex-lover or whatever going to prison, and she's and it's got some dark themes in there. And so to me, Americana has some of that like poverty, murder, prison, like darker themes.
Yeah.
But that one, you're right, it's not as twangy country. It's got some electric guitar in there, but it's still kind of,
It's got it. I think it's got that sound.
Yeah.
I give it an A.
I give it another B.
Oh, you know who she does? She makes me think of Lucinda Williams because I love her too. And to me, that's kind of
who is this?
Lucinda Williams.
That's a great name.
I'll play you a little
clip.
clip.
On my playlist, I can't believe I forgot.
No, you didn't. But I'm going to play. This is my favorite. Lucinda Williams, right on time. Let me get to where she sings.
She's actually coming to Chicago next week. $71 tickets at Huntington Bank Pavilion.
Where is that?
She's coming with Bob Dylan.
Oh, really?
Oh, see, I can't do with him. I cannot.
That's what Brian said, and I'm like,
I cannot.
Lucinda Williams.
So I just love her like this, but she's got a very raspy voice.
Oh, so she's amazing. I've seen her. Yeah, she is definitely. I can't believe I forgot to put her on there, but she's like that Americana all the way.
Yeah.
She's from Texas, and she brings some of that Southern.
Mm-hmm. All right, so back to I did not know. I don't think I knew of Kathleen Edwards. So I'm glad you introduced me to her.
What was your grade?
I gave it an A.
No, man.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't just loved is Uncle Tupelo, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just that song, but
yeah.
We also haven't gotten any grades from Christina yet for any of the songs.
Oh, that's right. Well, we'll do that at the end, and then we also are going to grade you.
Yeah,
we forgot
need to remember
grade,
to do that.
Oh, we forgot to grade Meg last week.
Yeah,
we both give her an A. She knew her stuff.
She really did. Knows a lot more than Jim, which isn't that hard.
Well, it was American pop standard, so yeah, she knew a lot more than me because that's not my go-to.
Well, a lot of people know a lot more than you.
Now, I do know a lot about this next one. This is Nico Case. I saw her in concert last year.
I'm wearing my Nico Case T-shirt for you, Jim.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, she's...
Is that a monkey? What is going on there with
animals. Yes, she drew this. She's an artist. I love Nico Case. Talk about a chokehold.
Did you read her book?
Yes.
I
we
did
went
too.
to the book signing. Oh, she's...
By the way, Christina has said the word chokehold like 15 times today, and I've never spoken that word.
Can I just say, I didn't know that we had the problem with Billie, who was it, Billie Holiday last week?
Oh,
Billie
my gosh,
Eilish?
yeah.
I thought Nico Case was a male.
We were asking Logan, do you know these artists like D. Martin? And he's like, I know. Yes, I know him. We said Billie Holiday. He's like, I know him. And we're like, oh,
yeah,
gosh.
I suppose Nico could be man or woman. It's
yeah. So. Just an interesting story, and I love the way she wrote. Like the way she wrote that book, you can tell she's just an artist in general. But anyway, this is Things That Scare Me from the album Blacklisted, which I want to talk about that in a minute too. Blacklisted.
Oh, I like the way it starts off. That's kind of fun.
Same birds that follow me
The
we're bringing
fader's
back-
not working
no,
well.
It's not. It's not.
I
working
saw
well.
him fade it. It didn't fade.
It didn't fade, and then all of a sudden it cut down. You could definitely hear the banjo in that one. That one's pretty country.
I loved it.
It gave me. I know you're going to look at me funny for saying this.
If you say out west.
No, I said it was going to. It was a little Dolly Parton vibes there.
Oh, well, do you hear the bluegrass? It's very
I think so.
bluegrassy.
Yeah.
You know, with that banjo and I think it's mandolin. It's very plucky.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's that gothic, dark, very moody, you know, kind of sets an atmosphere. I mean, it's hard to categorize Nico Case. I mean, that song, you could say it's kind of Americana because it's got those roots, the bluegrass and all that. But, you know, Nico Case, she's pretty punk rock too in her attitude.
She wanted, I think she she thought she was going to be a country singer. I mean, she did think kind of that's what she was going to do. But she's also in a band called the New Pornographers, which is not country at all.
No.
It's two times.
That word was used.
Said.
Well,
Can't say that word on the radio.
And I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of theirs.
I'm not either.
Who is theirs? Who is they?
The New Pornographers.
Oh,
It's like a super group of, and I don't even know who else is in it, but she spent some time in Canada, so I think it's a lot of Canadian artists.
darn Canadians.
Those-
Yeah. But what I was going to say, what was your grade, by the way?
I'm gonna go B plus.
Okay, we're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got one more chance to get him to an A. But what I was going to say, the album is called Blacklisted, and she talked about this in her book. And I've talked about this on the show.
Probably.
She was doing an outdoor thing at the Opry, and she was burning up, and they wouldn't give her water. And she's like, I'm done, thank you. And they're like, no, you got to do the show. And she's like, I need water or whatever. And so she took off her shirt, and she just had a bra on. And the lady said, you'll never play in this town again. So that's kind of why it's called Blacklisted, because she can never play the Opry according to her thing. Because
I don't recall that story, but
maybe I was just telling somebody
they wouldn't
else.
give her water. I feel like that's
I mean, that's what she was saying. Am I remembering that correctly?
I remember that too. And, you know, it was the freaking 90s and things were different. You had to tough it out. I mean, it just, that doesn't surprise me. Her first album, I think it was called The Virginian. That's very, very country. Yeah. And she's evolved. I mean, you know, she just put out a new album. It's, you know, there's always those elements of it, but, you know, she's not 100% a certain thing.
Yeah. I love her. This Tornado Loves Me is my favorite song.
I feel like that album, Middle Cyclone, was written just for me. I'm not going to say chokehold. I'm going to say obsessed. Like they obsessed. Yeah.
All right.
And,
Okay, we will have one more. Now, this is a newer one. This is more of a newer group.
Lord Huron. Like the lake?
I guess.
Yeah. He's from Michigan.
Oh.
Now, see, again, so many of these people, even though they have names, like, because when you think of Wilco, do you really just think of Jeff Tweedy? And when I think of Bleachers, I really just think of Jack Afanoff or whatever you say it. And Lord Huron is really just
You don't
this
even
guy.
know his name?
Ben Snyder
Afanoff
is his name.
Yeah, Afanoff, Antonoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
He's
tough
Taylor
one.
Swift's producer.
Yeah.
They won all the Grammys.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was also in Fun.
Oh,
Some
was he?
nights they stay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Lord Huron. Nothing I Need. We're going to fade for 20 seconds if it works.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works.
Okay. Well, that means you can keep talking. You
I am
going to
talk.
Let me talk.
This band, I'm obsessed with this band.
Okay. Just they got a chokehold on her.
They have a chokehold.
I fell asleep and when I woke up I was old. I said goodbye to my youth and my blood ran cold. I got a feeling I just had to get away. I left it all behind on an endless road. But I see her face everywhere I go.
Oh, it's fading that time.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing when technology works, isn't it? It's great.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm giving that an A+.
Ooh,
I love that one.
Wow.
I love it. It's just upbeat, and you just want to tap your foot. You can't stop it.
I definitely heard the fun guy.
No, not this guy.
Well,
no, Bleachers, Jack.
Oh, well, I thought, this sounded kind of similar to that. Maybe that's just because you were mentioning that and it was just in my head.
No.
I don't know. I agree, though. This sounds the most modern of the 6 that we've listened to.
Because it is.
Probably because it is. But
It
I'm
just
just
came
pointing
out
out,
last
making the
year.
obvious here. Yeah. I'm pointing down the obvious. I'm going to go another B+.
Oh, I thought we were going to get him up to that A-.
No.
You're killing
So
me.
close.
Can't do it.
All right, so you're obsessed with this
Oh
group,
my God.
this guy.
We're going to see him again. I think this will be my 5th time in about
Oh,
4
wow.
years. So that song, and again, these songs I chose because there's like a common theme. That one is probably the most like twangy. It's got that banjo. But if you were to play the other one on the playlist, which is Mine Forever, Logan, I think you'll think instantly Western. Because Lord Huron is a band that, first of all, they have like all this lore. The albums are very atmospheric, and they, I would call this like cosmic country. I'd use that term loosely, but their whole thing is they have a lot of reverb. It's hazy. It's very moody. They talk a lot about death in their lyrics, and there's like an army of fans. They call them the World Enders because one of their songs is the World Ender. And
Are you a world ender?
No.
Yes, if you've been 5 times, this is your 5th time. That's
all
the
right.
word.
40 years.
So there's a saying in some of their songs. It's "May you live until you die," and they, like I said, he talks about death a lot. He talks about being in the desert, and but yeah, if you listen to that other song, you would hear like a totally different sound. It's very I guess the only way to say it is it's like a little bit atmospheric.
Let's play it. We'll play it in the background while we're going.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah, that does
It's like
sound
we're
Western.
going to go march to a shootout or something. High noon.
at high noon,
Yeah.
10 paces.
All right, so Christina, let me give me your grades for these songs. No Depression.
I guess I'd give it a B. It's hard to say. I'd give them all A's if I could, but
You can do anything
can
you
do
want
whatever
to.
you
You're in
want.
control of your own
This is-
destiny here.
yeah, I think it's just a great song. I give it an A.
An A. Tear Stained Eye.
Oh, A.
A Shot in the Arm.
That's a A minus.
In State.
Oh, A.
Things That Scare Me.
A plus.
What is your favorite Nico K song? You have one?
Yeah. I think it's Hold On, Hold On.
Oh yeah.
I love
that's
that
that's
song.
how I got introduced to her.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
It's cliche, but it's a great song.
Yeah. And then Nothing I Need.
A plus.
Okay.
A plus. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So I appreciate learning more about alt country. Logan, what about you?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I always appreciate learning things. I love to learn.
That's
Now-
good.
Yeah, I'm excited because the rest of this semester it's 8 episodes. We're going to have one that's like rap Mexican music.
Oh,
One of our
cool.
students is going to be doing that one. That's the only one I know. Logan's
Then
father.
Nicole will do hard,
Satanic rock stuff.
No. She'll do like
Rap.
Mumble rap.
His-
My dad will do probably Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
And my
I like
wife,
Pink Floyd.
I don't know, she hasn't decided if she's going to do like 80s country, like
Or
Skip
just-
Ewing, or what was she talking about? Things with harmonies, because she loves to sing along with it. So songs that have the harmonies. So I don't know what she's going to do. But
Yeah.
and then some other ones to be determined. But looking forward to it.
Yeah,
So
no, we appreciate you coming on, though, Christina. I think I'd give her an
Thanks for
A.
having me.
I
As
give
a guest?
I 100% give her an A.
Absolutely.
She knows her stuff, and she was passionate about it, and it had a chokehold on her.
It had a chokehold. I'm obsessed.
All right, so I need final grades. Logan, you were a B minus, B minus, B, B, B plus, B plus.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go solid B. I think the B plus and the B minus canceled out.
Yep.
And
That
it's
is
just-
an average, yep.
If we're going to average it all out.
And I'm going to
Solid
give it an A. So great playlist. I think there's some other good songs on that playlist too, so I would recommend people go listen to it. The album will drop, the podcast will drop on Thursday, so we're looking forward to that. And
Yeah.
Spotify,
We're getting there.
Spotify, YouTube are the video podcasts, and you can listen to the audio only on Apple Music. And you can also watch, you can't watch it anywhere else. That's it.
You can listen pretty much everywhere podcasts
Yeah, that's
are
true.
available. iHeartRadio, some of those weird SoundCloud ones. But if you want to see our beautiful faces, of course, YouTube, Spotify is your place to go.
Vinylcurriculum.carrd.co is our website. And follow us on social media, comment, and tell us if Logan really upsets you, because sometimes he does that.
I increased Jim's blood pressure. Your wife told me I need to stop doing that, but I just enjoy it too much. So anyway, thanks, Christina, for being a
Thank
great
you.
guest. And we'll catch you all on the next one.
All right, bye.
Thank you. This was fun.